In a world driven by attention, few have mastered the art of influence and innovation in out-of-home media like Livia Brown. A creative powerhouse, passionate, intelligent, unapologetically competitive, Livia has carved a legacy in media by always putting people first and staying relentlessly ahead of industry trends and technology. As the driving force behind the success of Posterscope South Africa, the country's largest out-of-home media agency, she led from the front, steering the agency into new territory, setting benchmarks others would follow.
I joined the out-of-home industry, a real media newbie. My background before I joined the industry was really around sales and marketing in general, and if I'm honest, I was really trying to find my place and where I fit in the world and wasn't sure what to do. I was passionate about media, I was passionate about marketing, I enjoyed brands, I loved how brands were built and the strategic side of things, but I didn't know where to filter that attention and how to harness the energy that I had at the time. And then I started my journey at Posterscope with Dentsu, and I joined the team as an out-of-home location specialist, a junior out-of-home location specialist, and worked my way through the company to eventually be the general manager for Posterscope South Africa, which was such a huge career highlight and such a huge achievement.
Has superpower, a rare ability to see the unseen, to develop innovative solutions, to build powerful collaborations across diverse clientele, and to create unforgettable brand moments through strategic media placements. As a former general manager, Livia led a high-performing team of 20 professionals, sharpening her mastery of team leadership, financial acumen, and executive reporting. She was not just running a business, she was building a movement. In March 2022, her entrepreneurial spark ignited a new chapter. She founded What Three Things, a global remote consulting firm that blends strategic clarity with deep industry insight, specializing in out-of-home, media, and management services.
For me, I enjoyed learning the different type of landscape, understanding how the media world works, understanding how a media agency operates. I didn't have any knowledge of that before I joined the team at Posterscope, and I really laid down some solid foundations while I was there. I very quickly learned that the media world is not for the meek and mild. I learned that it requires a lot of grit and hard work and determination, and I had such a passion for out-of-home that I wanted to see how far I could take it. I also learned very quickly from those around me and the mentors and the people I looked up to in the business that hard work wins. And I remember working longer hours than anybody else, taking on more projects than anybody else, and really just trying to learn as much as I could from those around me. And it was on those late nights that you're working and wondering, what am I doing, that I was learning and honing my craft and understanding what area of out-of-home was I passionate about, what area of media was I passionate about, and I really started to discover where my strengths lie. And then as the business was going through some changes on its side, some new technology was coming to market, I really found myself falling into the location data space, and the tool space that we had was really fascinating to me. And I really feel like at that point my career started to accelerate. I found a niche where I fit, I got it, I wanted to get it. I was so hungry for all the data and information that was floating around. I was seeking out meetings to find out, how do I stay on top of this? How do I bring myself at the front of that conversation around location data, understanding how different sets of data can contribute towards being a better out-of-home strategist? How can data help determine where we should be advising our clients, should be booking sites or informing our strategies? And in creating that niche for myself, I really started to position myself in a specific area of the business, and that kind of set me on a path towards my position as leading the company, in that I had such a strong commitment and dedication to the location, data and tools part of the business. And it's something that I definitely took through during my time at Posterscope to ensure that we were known as the out-of-home experts that had the market's best tools and how we were using those to make a difference for our clients. I'm now currently an independent consultant still in the out-of-home space, and changing gears from moving from a large agency to being an entrepreneur has been an exceptional journey. At times it has been a lot harder than I could ever have imagined it would have been. At times it has been a lot more rewarding than I ever could have imagined it would have been. And I sit in the space now where I'm not affiliated to an agency and I'm not affiliated to a client or a media owner. I really sit in a wonderful layer that I found as a niche market where I work with different media owners to understand how do they tailor their businesses to agencies and to get the best from their sales team. I work with different agencies who are understanding how to upskill their teams or fill any gaps that they might exist. And then I've got my own client base that I build on and bring my expertise to. So I seem to have found an area where I could almost cross multiple different silos within the industry, and I'm able to bring my expertise and advice into those space and learn from various different pillars around me. So I'm really enjoying the independent consulting space. I've also found that I have been pivoting my skills as well as my ability of things that I never thought I might dabble in, and I've been approached with a lot of projects that I never thought I might have been included in before. Two of my latest greatest achievements as an independent consultant have been the launch of the platform do.co.za, which is an industry-wide platform in South Africa that I am the co-editor in chief of. We recently brought on Kirsty Carlson as my co-editor of that platform, and it really is a central hub for Africa and South Africa to come to a place to find creative inspiration, monthly newsletters, creative guidelines, case studies that we can learn from, and just get a wealth of information. There's so many amazing campaigns that are done. There's so many really great thought leaders in our industry, and through the Do platform we've really been able to centralize all the out-of-home pieces coming together so that they all sit under one hub. So I'm really proud of what we have built and launched and created in that space. And the second achievement is the launch of the Beyond the Billboard podcast with my co-host Kirsty Carlson. I'm so proud of the space. I never thought I would be in podcasting, to be quite honest with you. I also never thought I'd be the editor of a website, but it has been such an exceptional path for me from a growth perspective. And I love that it really has opened up so many doors to me. It feels like the global stage of out of home is really so open. And I found a network of colleagues and friends that I can draw on from various different markets. Some people I'd speak to over the years who I've never even met in person. And they're more than welcome to open up and provide any guidance or support. And the podcast has been so well received by the industry. To be the first and only out-of-home podcast in South Africa has really been such a massive achievement that I'm really, really proud of what we've built. Looking forward to the future and giving anybody advice who needs to hear it, maybe somebody new in the industry, maybe somebody who's new in their role. I really want to say, try and find a North Star or a guiding light of what do you actually want to achieve with your career? Where are you going? What interests you? Where do your strengths lie? I think part of being a manager of people and being a leader in a business is really understanding yourself so well. Where do your strengths lie? Where do you need to pull people in to assist you? It's really having the self-awareness that I felt made me the best manager and the best leader of people that I could be. And to also have an attitude that if it doesn't exist, we will build it. Or if I don't know how to do something, I will figure it out. That has really been a changing point for me in that it feels like no isn't an answer. And I really love that. And I love the doors that have opened to me by taking that approach.
From anywhere in the world, Livia brings personalized, flexible solutions to the table, giving clients the edge they need in a fast-paced world. Her achievements speak volumes. She was one of only 3 individuals across the African business handpicked for the elite London-based Supersuits program, a leadership accelerator designed to fast-track top talent to the C-suite. She didn't just follow global tools, she introduced them. Through strategic partnerships and cross-continental teamwork, she brought new international location intelligence to the market, positioning her clients ahead of the curve.
So I hope anybody listening to this can find this inspirational, and all the best with your out-of-home campaigns, and keep on flying the flag for out-of-home. Hi, my name is Livia Brown, and I'm truly honored to have been asked to contribute to the Women in Africa Out-of-Home Spotlight piece. I cannot believe that I've been asked to contribute to a piece like this where the most powerful female voices in Africa are coming together to put this together in name of the Loma Awards, and I really cannot believe that my path has led me here. I couldn't be prouder of the work that I've done, but also the work that's happening in the industry currently.